with all that being said, I would say that I am unlikely to ever stay at New York again, even though I had a good time. And there's 2 reasons why. Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachel.
Come along with us as we spend 2 nights here at New York in one of their newly remodeled rooms.
Let's go.
So we are about to check out. We spent 2 nights here at New York in a
King Soho Premier Room. It's one of their newly remodeled rooms, and let's talk about it.
So we had stayed at New York about 2 years ago. It was an older room. It really had nothing that made us ever want to come back.
Correct.
We had seen that they had remodeled the rooms and they looked good online. We had heard good things. So we were like, we gotta check it out.
Yes.
So we checked in on a Thursday night. Very easy to check in.
It was a breeze.
Almost no line.
And we were worried about that because we have seen a lot of lines with that. Now, it was a little bit later in the evening, but 7, so not much later. Yesterday morning at about 11, the line at check-in and check-out was ridiculously long.
But
so,
even like later in the night, on a Friday night, it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
So I think they must do a pretty good job of turning people in and out. So in the room though, I really like the new remodel.
Me too. It feels like New York City, or it should be like an apartment in New York City or something. Yeah. We've been to New York City and love it, so I think it just really kind of helped bring that back. The thing I like most is the fake wood floors, the laminate flooring in there.
Yeah, I think the flooring actually adds a ton to it. You can see behind us there is an accent wall, which has like a bunch of, I don't know, artistic news clippings and magazine headlines and stuff.
The wall right by the door where they have 3 hooks, which is very convenient for hanging your jacket or backpack, is newspaper articles from when New York was built.
Oh, I didn't realize
I was
that.
reading that today.
And then there's a decent amount of closet space. It's kind of an interesting little thing they got going here. There is one major drawback though to the room, and it's the bathroom.
It's awful.
We had heard about people who were saying that they didn't update the bathrooms, and I don't have a problem with the way that it looks, but the size is very small.
It's so small.
And there's awkward spacing because of the way that the toilet ends up being like right up against your vanity.
Yeah.
And then the shower is offset from there. So it's an odd one. You're definitely not going to want to have more than 1 person in that bathroom at a time.
And you'll definitely notice there was been no remodel to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simply just a basic bathroom. 1 sink, 1 toilet, 1 bath with a shower.
Yeah, and the room itself is actually pretty large.
Yeah.
So I mean, they maybe could have punched out the wall a little bit. I'm sure there was a cost saving measure by not changing the footprint of that.
Yeah.
But that would be the only gripe that we actually have about it.
Bed was comfortable, pillows are great. As Josh said, we really liked it. And we were up
lots of outlets.
Yeah, we were up on the 14th floor. We had a great view of Park MGM and T-Mobile Arena, which is a view we don't really see that often from this angle. And you get the mountains in the background and the roller coaster. It's a pretty cool view from up here.
Casino floor. This is gonna be one of the major drawbacks for me.
Josh has never liked the casino here.
I have never done well. Now, however, many people actually truly enjoy the New York casino. It's not too big, it's not too small. There's a good variety of games. There's a center bar that everything shoots out from. They do a good job with it. We did not have the greatest drink service.
That's what I was gonna say. My biggest complaint about it is that the first night, not the greatest. We didn't have any drink service. Now last night or yesterday afternoon was a little bit better, and I noticed them around more. I don't know if we were in just the right spot or if it's because it was a Friday versus a Thursday, but we did have better drink service the second night. But the first night, it was nil. There was not drink service.
One good thing about the casino floor is it really is, it feels like more of a party.
It does.
Than a lot of other casino floors because of that center bar area, and the music it's good.
Yeah.
And that it just all flows throughout the casino floor. I think you'd enjoy it.
The other thing about the casino that kind of turns us off, and it's just a personal preference, is it does feel like it gets smoky in there.
It does.
And that's weird because the ceilings are so high.
Agreed. And I mean, maybe that's because it's an older building, so there's not the greatest circulation as far as moving the air.
That could be true.
Dining here at New York is actually, it's one of those places that it knows its audience. New York is one of those, it's a mid-tier hotel. It's not trying to be ultra luxe. It's not trying to be super budget friendly.
No.
But it is built around the mid-tier market, which there's not a lot of here in Vegas. And it fills the niche that it really is built for. From our standpoint, we could use a little bit more higher end stuff. They have a Gallagher's. Noose Red is over in the park. But outside of that, Il Forneo is an Italian place. I have not eaten at, but it's not the highest end Italian place.
Yeah.
There are a lot of like mid-tier and budget friendly ones though.
Agreed.
And actually our first night we even ate at 4 different ones in the Village Eatery area. And we ate for under $100. It was cheap, it was good, it was large portions.
Yeah. I'm shocked at, and as Josh has mentioned, the variety, Italian, Mexican, Asian, and a steakhouse, all for sit down. Oh, and a sports bar or 2. And Irish. So at least, like, I mean, and I just keep naming them, there's a ton of options. A lot of them are open for breakfast. A lot of them are offering good deals for even a dinner thing. I saw at, what's it, America, like $21.95 steak dinner or something.
It was under $30, I know that part.
Yeah, so, and I know I'm missing some, but I can't believe how many restaurants, once we started diving into this resort, that were really here. As Josh mentioned, the Village Eateries, but that didn't even touch the pizza wing little food court up on the next level. It also, there's a s'mores place and a pretzel spot up there. There's that one on the way to the arcade. There's just food options everywhere.
There is,
That's the key, is like, there's a lot of food options.
And as we were walking around yesterday, I was actually saying to Rachel that I actually think New York might be the best family-focused hotel here in Las Vegas, because I didn't realize it though until yesterday. As we're walking through, the arcade is huge. It's better than the one over at Excalibur, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's got the roller coaster, so that's a good family-friendly thing. All of the, the food courts, the upper level food court, and as well as the eateries in the Village area, there's a lot of very family-friendly focused stuff.
Yeah.
There is one drawback for families though, and that's the pool.
Yeah.
I think the pool it's one of my least favorite pools I have seen here in Las Vegas. Now, right now it is February and it is closed. But they allow you to use the pool over at MGM Grand, which is probably better than when the pool is open here. We stayed here one time during the summer, and we went out there. It's one pool. It's just kind of.
It was little.
It's kind of an odd shape. There's a lot of shadows because you can, the New York buildings. It had one hot tub with one large pool area, from what I remember. But it's not a thing that you'd want as a family.
Agreed. I think that would be the hardest one, but let's go back to one of Josh's comments. He said something about the roller coaster. If any of you play the My Vegas rewards, you gotta do the My Vegas reward for the roller coaster. We did the all-day pass. We each got one for our points, and then we looked at the prices. $25 for one ride, $65 for the all-day pass, which is what we ended up with. And then if you don't do the all-day pass, it's $10 a re-ride. So we got it for free with our My Vegas rewards, and that was a blast.
It was.
It was so much fun. It's a real roller coaster, guys.
By doing the My Vegas all day one, you actually get to bypass the line. So like you get off, you just walk right over. They might have you go back like 3-4 people, and then you get to go again. So you can constantly go. It is a fun, legit roller coaster though. I had never done it before. It flips you over, it does the corkscrew, it's got speed, it's got fun, and the views.
Yeah.
You can't really beat them.
It was so much fun. And this is another place that those My Vegas rewards, we've heard that they've kind of gone downhill. You can get the 2-for-1 Tom's Watch Bar beer.
Yeah,
so
the 2-handle beer.
Yeah, so there are options here for those of you who play that My Vegas as well.
If you're enjoying this video and you want to see more hotel reviews in Las Vegas, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We did not make it to the gym.
Nope.
Nope.
I thought about it.
If I can find a picture of it, I will put it over for you. Generally, we do try to make it to the gym to show people, but I can't say we did this time.
I can't say we did either.
As far as nightlife goes, I feel like New York is one of those where it kind of caters to our audience.
It does.
Which is a 35 plus, where a lot of the music tends to be, at least, so the center bar area, there's a lot of like 80s, 90s stuff. So it's very
even early
fitting.
2000s.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then Nine Fine Irishmen, which is a Irish pub. They do have live music there every night. There's a dueling piano bar, which is always hopping.
Always hopping.
Coyote Ugly.
Oh yeah, that might be the only thing that's kind of not our vibe.
I mean, maybe.
But we've never been there.
Coyote Ugly was during our time.
That's true.
But we did not go to that one.
Yeah.
I have done it once before, and there was like not that many people in there.
I've
never actually seen it happen.
Me either. It was years ago, years ago, and I was like, you just walk right. I mean, there's nothing. So I've never seen it hopping.
Overall vibe of New York, like I said, it does cater more to your middle age. You don't want to say middle age. I don't want to say middle age because that puts me in there.
That's true.
But I think that it does cater a little bit more to that group.
Yeah, I don't think it's the 21-year-olds hanging out here.
It's not 21, and it's also not like Wynn where it's gonna be your, more retiree or ultra luxurious type crowd.
But as we mentioned, one of the surprising things for us is it actually would be very good for families.
It would.
The area itself, it's very, it didn't feel like the Excalibur, which we know is a lot catered towards families. But I'm with Josh, that arcade up there was awesome. The option for the roller coaster, the pool might be the only drawback, but otherwise, and the food options. That's what I was going for. That could be a lot of benefit for families.
They do have 2 shows that are available. Terry Fader, which we have not seen, but we would love to. He is a ventriloquist. And then Matt Apple, which is...
We have seen that one.
Yeah, and it's the newest Cirque du Soleil show here in Las Vegas. It kind of takes a little bit from the Absinthe format that's out there. There's more comedians, there's more, just bigger energy than you see at some of the other Cirque shows. So I actually had a lot of fun, and I would put it in a top 3 Cirque show for me.
I agree. And those 2 shows are available, but the other nice part about New York is it is right next door to T-Mobile Arena. So if you're going to a Knights game, if you're going UFC, a concert, the option is to stay here. Which
talks more about the location. The location is very good, especially
we really like it.
If you are a MGM type player. It's at the corner where MGM Grand is across the street, Excalibur across the street. You can get to the South MGM properties very easily. You can also make it to the North properties pretty easily.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to go anywhere past Bellagio, you're gonna take a hike or a car.
Yeah.
There's good access to a CVS store. There's an ABC store. You can get all of your water, your beer, your whatever you need to get.
There's even the Target, like right across the street.
There is a Target across the street. Yeah, you don't need to leave the South Strip by being down here. And so that is one thing that I know a lot of people that we talk to have really enjoyed and feel like the location is great for them.
And speaking of the location part, the outside of it, it's called the Park.
Yes, the Park area is
It's so cool. It's one of our favorite. We've actually sat down there and had coffees before, enjoyed it. It's a great people watching option. There's great bar option out there at the beer house, and they serve food. We've not tried their food yet, but that's a cool place to hang out too. That place gets pumping before games and all that. And I know T-Mobile Arena does a really good job of like food trucks and a whole vibe when there is events going on at the arena itself. So being that close here at New York is, I think, a positive for New York.
At the Park area, you also have more mid and lower tier or priced items. Because you do have the roast beef place, you have a Shake Shack, you have a Luke's Lobster, you have the Hello Kitty Cafe.
That thing has always got a line.
Always
I don't
busy.
understand it, but it does. And then you have the higher price one too with Noose right there as well.
With all that being said, I would say that I am unlikely to ever stay at New York again, even though I had a good time. And there's 2 reasons why. One of them, as Rachel pointed out, I can't win here. And there's nothing worse at a casino than always losing. It just takes you out of a good mood. Yeah. You can't have a good time. Like, it was a paper shredder. The moment I put my dollars in, I couldn't get a bonus, I couldn't get any play, I had 0 fun with it, and that's not a new occurrence.
That's what I was gonna say, and that's not just this trip, that has been every time we've stepped foot in New York.
Right.
We have not ever had a good winning session here. I know you can't win every time, but you should be able to play.
And the other reason why I don't think that I'll stay here again is the comparable for MGM is Park MGM.
Yep.
And we like Park MGM better.
We do.
I would say that the room, not the bathroom, is better here at New York, New York. I do enjoy it a lot.
Agreed.
But everything else I like better at Park MGM. The casino floor I like better because I've won, but also we enjoy the non-smoking piece.
We do. Mm-hmm.
The dining area, they have some cheap eats, but they actually tend to go a little bit higher, and so we like that a little bit better. The pool area at Park MGM, while it is not amazing, it's still something that I think is better than New York, New York.
Agreed.
And the big reason why I compare it, because I get the same offers.
Yep.
You know, I'm getting 4 nights at both places. I'm getting the same amount of free play and the same amount of resort credit. And so in my head, it's always going to be a comparison. And I don't know that I would ever pick New York, New York over Park MGM.
I don't disagree with that, but surprisingly, as we mentioned before, if you are traveling with a family or children, put this one on your list to check out because it has the options. It does cater to that vibe a little bit more than we expected at all, and it is enjoyable. And if you're looking for late night cheap eats, New York, New York's your place. Like,
agreed.
Let's go.
There are a lot of great things about
Yep.
New York, New York.
Yep, agreed.
And I think, especially with the room renovations, I think it should be a place that a lot more people put on their list
Yep.
and try to go to. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. All our links are down below.
Later.